Welcome everybody, my name is Ace and this is the Wolves Go Rar channel, back with another video checking out Just King. I always want to say Just Kings, but no, just the one monarch, me, in early access as we're checking out this game. I've been playing it for a couple of hours on stream, you might have noticed that already. Now, if you are unaware of what this game is, it's a bit of a group building, dungeon crawling auto battler, but also not quite auto battle-y. Nothing in the sense of like Team Fortress, TFT, Teamfight Tactics, or any of those games. It's more akin to something like, let's say, Isaac. If Isaac automatically fired and automatically aimed, but you still had to walk and kind of position where you were shooting from, kind of. It will become fairly clear to you in just a few seconds, as we'll start at the very beginning. Now, as I said, I did play a couple hours, so I've already locked the current zones in the expansion. Now, this may not seem like a lot of content, but first of all, it's an early access, and secondly of all, it's only a couple of bucks. I think I picked it up myself for about €3 or so, a little bit less, I believe. And I've played for a couple of hours, so I will consider that to be a good price to entertainment value, although that is a bit of an arbitrary scale to base things off. Let's start at the beginning. Quite literally so. Now you have your king here, Just King after all, and he has a bit of a heal, he has some base damage. If he dies, you're dead, so you gotta protect him. You get four spaces to do this with, and you can choose your first hero on top. Now, what I have noticed is if you finish a match, you get some starting items, which we currently do not have because I had to restart the recording. But as you can already see on the top, things do change. Your starter hero or selection does change. So you can kind of roll that until you get a character you want something to do with, like an unlock or just a good start. And your items will stay the same if they are available. But if you do cancel out of a run quickly, you'll end up losing all your items. So be wary of that. And there is some value to be had that we currently do not have access to. But that's okay, because I know kind of what I'm doing. I like the Paladin. Got some basic health, some good armor. Love the level 3 smite ability. It's a big AoE, does a lot of damage. Very good. But it's a melee unit. You also have your support units. I believe this is a bard. That's an Opalite or Spartan looking boy, which throws spears but also stabs very quickly. Very lovely if you have on-hit healing. But let's just start at the beginning. Now, as you can see, this is the dungeon crawling aspect, very reminiscent of something like Slay the Spire or FTL. So it should speak for itself. You have your basic levels, you have your events that can give you items or backfire. Although I do not have gotten that experience yet of something backfiring. You also have your elite fights, your guaranteed treasure, and at the top there, the boss, which, depending on the level, can be quite painful, I'm afraid, so be wary of that. Let's check out some of these events here on the left. I do like me some good items. As you can see, WASD with the mouse control. So we are walking by ourselves right now. And this fighting that's happening right now, this intense gameplay at the beginning of the match, that's done automatically. I'm not clicking anything to fight. Those attacks are happening automatically, hence the auto battler aspect. However, if I wanted to change the location of my paladin, I can just move my mouse. So you can reposition, just in case you have to get out of harm's way or get into harm's way. Who knows how you position. Alright, there you go. Got some 4 gold. A little bit of a MVP there on the Paladin. Battle overview. It should speak for itself. Now you got your items, which come in varying degrees of awesome or disappointment. You got some basic characters. You got your luck, which makes it so that they don't roll next level. Speaking of rolling, you can roll for a gold. And you have a list of available synergies, which will become active once you have multiple of them. There are some very good ones here. I'm a big fan of Heavenly. It's very powerful. I've seen some people complain that Heavenly wasn't all that good, but I've cleared the game with it, so let's prove them wrong. Let's do one quick roll. Ooh, another Paladin. Speaking of Heavenly, it's now active. So every heal we receive now gives us an armor and a damage bonus for 5 seconds. And our Paladins, of course, have the ability to heal and also heal out of combat. So that's just permanent uptime if you play your cards right. As well as some party health, which is always nice because dead people don't do much of anything. Let's move up to the next fight. Right, where you are. Come on, spawn. There it is. There you go. Now, the Paladins don't have a lot of range. I mean, after all, they're melee. Certain melee characters do have either a range ability or their swings are bigger. So sometimes you have to reposition a little bit more specifically to get the max damage output. 5 gold. Another Paladin. Is this going to be a Paladin only run? Maybe, who knows? As you can see, we can stack synergies with the same characters. And if you're wondering how to level them up, well, you do see the maw here. Fairly obvious. You can delete things into that for gold or for tokens, and those tokens can be placed onto the characters, and then they will level up after 3 successful tokens. Now, if you are wondering which tokens, as you can see under the token marker, under the title of their class, Paladin level 1, 3 tokens left, it says Heavenly and Tough. So you have to feed them Heavenly and Tough tokens. And the most efficient way of to do this is to just drag a Paladin on top of them, which will give them both the Heavenly and Tough token, which means they are crossed halfway to level. But it also means that with this setup, we need a lot of Paladins, which means a lot of RNG. Now, I could roll, but it means I might have to end up not buying anything. I don't like to roll if I have 3 or less gold than that. At the higher levels, there are things more expensive than 3 gold, so you may have to build an even greater amount of money. Ah, yes, the bards. Love those. They're not annoying at all. Come on, kill them. Not annoying at all. Their music notes are little dangers in the field, so they do a little bit of damage. Nope. If you have a bard, it's also as much of a nuisance, an annoyance. However, they heal you and damage the enemy, which is fairly potent as well if you build it right. Ah, that was an assassin. I didn't even see him. He was that good. Let's kill the healers right there. Now, we are moving quite slowly. There are ways to increase that. There's a synergy that does that. I believe we have Rusher over here, as you can see, 25 to 100% faster. There's also items that do that. Speaking of, maybe it's time for a Cleric, which is also a Heavenly, which will give us 4 Heavenly. Every heal, any healing effect, including regenerative effects, by the way, as far as we have seen, will give us armor and a damage buff, which is phenomenal. Because not only do Paladins heal outside of the wonderful combat we are immensely immersed in this early in the game, but also there's regen items which help facilitate that. Speaking of items, I do like to get a lot of cooldown reduction, because not only does it mean that they attack faster because their auto attacks cooldown is lower. As you can see, there's 5 damage per attack, and the cooldown swing is currently below a second. If we remove that, it's above 1 second, up to a banging 1.5. So cooldown reduction is just more auto attacks, but also it's cooldown reduction on their abilities. If you can get that Divine Smite down significantly enough, it is an absolute game changer. So maybe we should try to do that. Here's another one. We currently can only equip 1 item per character because they're only level 1. Hopefully we get to change that soon enough. Alright. Let's leap in front of the wagon, or just lay down. Let's lay down. Oh, that just gives us gold, no item. That's disappointing, but fair, I suppose. There you go. On hit, heal self +1. Now, we already established if we heal ourselves, our Heavenly kicks in. So there you go. A little bit of synergy right there. Let's get a upgrade here, or starting to upgrade the Cleric. As you can see, you can also drag the character to the character you want to upgrade. But you can also throw it in the maw, and if you do, it will cost you 2 gold because the character, when consumed like this, only will cost you 2 gold. So it's quite cheap. And if you do use the maw like this, you end up being able to drag like this, which is fairly potent. And you can split them around that way, level a different character up. So you have options in that regard. Ooh, 75% haste. That is tempting. I do have the cash for it. You know what? You only heal once. Yep, let's go. This shoots enough. Another event. Ooh, do we want to pass through? Let's pass through. The rubber crown, which is a specific item mostly meant for the king. Now we have an interesting decision to make. Do I want to get more max health? Or do I want to give my heavenly characters the ability to heal better? Because it's a heal bonus to the party. Let's go just for more flat health. Why not? We also have the ability to heal up our paladin, or to level up our paladin, which brings us up to level 2, unlocking improvements to all abilities, as well as a new item slot. So let's add nothing. I think I want to maybe do a roll. Also a level 2 cleric. You will see in combat that their look has changed a little bit, which is quite impressive. Maybe more damage. They don't... Ooh! Oh yeah, this is nice. Look at that. Haste, as I said, makes it so that your auto attacks and abilities have a reduced cooldowns. And this is haste for the entire party. So that is phenomenal. We also have a on-hit effect that slows for 2 seconds, which might be nice. But it's too expensive, so we'll just roll past it. We have an elite fight. Alright, so as you can see, the cleric that's level 2... Ow! Hold up! This is loud. Oh god, the bards! The bards! Kill the bards! We're crying out loud, murder them! Why is this so loud? Oh boy. And they also had to bring in a massive tank. Of course they had to. Oh my goodness. They definitely do like to make themselves known. But as I was trying to say, before I was so rudely interrupted, was, as you can see, the difference between the leveled up paladin and the regular paladins. It's not a great visual change, is it? It's just the weapon. But mind you, this game is only $2.50 to $3 or euros. And I have played a lot of games far more expensive than that, where there is no visual change on an upgrade at all, which is so sad. I like that tangible change. So it definitely feels like something has changed. Maybe I'm alone in that, but I always find it almost a necessary satisfaction to feel good about an upgrade. Not just a numerical change, of course, because that's always good. More numbers. Number go up. Me happy. But the visual change, I find to be possessing a lot of feel-good. And I'm saying that as a tower defense junkie. Or an ex-tower defense junkie. Oh boy, that's a lot of arrows. Yeah, because we are so slow, dodging actual attacks is not really our strength. I say we go around and kill these bastards. After all, I have never heard of an archer that shot arrows when they were dead. Even Robin Hood was not incapacitated. Granted, I also don't think he was playing with Dungeon and Dragon rule sets, but hey, that's neither here nor there. As you can see, those little icons below the health bar of the characters that are healed or are receiving healing or regen. That's that heavenly buff, and it's really strong at this point. Very strong. We have a lot of gold, so let's see if we can get lucky. That's a lot of armor. Ooh, that's a nice heal. There you go. Or not a nice heal, just a nice little health bonus. Love that. Ooh, that's another one. Why not? Not getting incredibly lucky. Eel liver, a little bit more haste. If nothing else, it's more healing. And more auto attacks. Nice. What do we get? Poltergeist. Kills any target under 25. Interesting. Ooh, another haste banner. I think that's worth it over that. We're just going to sell that. Not really the most optimal play, but I never said I was an optimal guy. Just going to make sure that our king is protected. I'm just going to sell this, because then we have to execute on our cleric right there. Should I be greedy and go for an elite? Let's be greedy and go for an elite. Why not? There you go. I like how the game is significantly less intrusive when it sounds the moment there are no bards. Or range units, for that matter. Or plenty of range units. Bards, as always, intrusive as all hell. Truly the plague of this generation. If TikTok is to be believed. Or is to be believed. Our auto attacks are quite lovely. I do wish to hit level 3 before the boss, though. Otherwise, it's going to be quite difficult defeating it. As some level of AoE is required. Sadly. There it is. Range attacks, and suddenly the sound is back. I need to get my cleric out of here. They're getting a little low. Right, just stick to the sides. Our paladins are quite capable. Yeah, rangers. Units we can also get. You could do a ranger run. Can summon dogs. There's a couple of units, a couple of classes in this game that summon minions of some variety, which is quite lovely. You could do a minion build if that's your cup of tea. Those are those delightful hoplites. Alright. They also have a fire mage. Alright. Let's just kite them around a little bit. Keep our two strong boys in the front. Alright. I do see that their healer is exposed. And now dead. As there's their other mage. So we're pretty set right now. And we can just hold this for a little bit. Now this is a low damage run, but a very tanky one. Ooh, speaking of, look at that. Heal cell for 1 second. Yeah, that's the one we wish we could have. I think it's actually better than official hook, so let's just trade that. Let's go here. What is that? Ooh, 150 damage. If only I had damage builds. Ooh. That is another hasty boy. Another hasty boy. I could give up. I'm doing it. I'm gonna be quick. The quickest boy who was ever quickened. Oh, that's one of the things I unlocked in one of my previous run. If I put this up on the front, as you can see, I get 100% additional haste. You know what? We'll just get rid of that. Let's see. Switch that. And give that to the front guy, because it does say on front 30 heal. Oh no, but then in the back it says haste. Oh damn. It has to be. So really, to get the max value here, you would need a character on the front that is hasty. I see. Let's just actually switch that out. Ooh, Wicked Crab. Bark Skin is actually really good as well. Damn. Can I sell anything that I don't need? No, I kind of need everything. Bark skin would have been lovely. Well, who knows? Who knows? Alright. Gotta love that spawn. Let's get out of this death circle. This mosh pit. Alright. We're looking good so far, though. Little squishy for this type of tank build. Because I focused mostly on haste to try to get my damage up there. As we are about to face the boss. But sadly, we couldn't compensate with levels. Alright, come on. Lot of bark skin, people. So the damage they take is a little reduced, but that's okay. They can't kill us. We are, to them, immortal. Even while being shot at. Perfect. 8 whole coins. Ooh, perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna throw you in the maw, which gives me a tough token, and a heavily token. Alright, so we have 2 level 3s. So their visual appearance should change again. Nice. Let's give everybody an armor, as well as an extra armor for the person carrying it. And I think that's all we can do, because we only have 2 coins left. So this is it. As you can see, we now have golden weapons, and we should also be able to nuke them with a smite. Look at that. Love that. So if we got lucky and had another paladin, can you imagine the double massive AoE? Ooh. With all this haste, all this cooldown reduction. Phenomenal. Alright. Nice. Yeah, characters that reach level 3 get a special ability. For the paladins, this is smite. For the cleric, I believe it's like a stun smash. Like a melee attack. The level 3 abilities are like the big game changers. Uh-oh. Get out of that circle. It hurts. Can I just take it? It's a little too much to handle, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little too much of the good stuff, I'm afraid. Let's get out. Now, we don't have any kind of speed buffs, so getting out in time is quite difficult. As long as our cleric gets out, it should be fine, because we can heal up with our paladins out of combat. My god. No rest for the wicked, eh? He also gets bark skin. A boss that gets bark skin. How is that fair? Alright, come on. We can do this. We're a third of the way there, almost half. And as you can see, we are quite tanky. Unfortunately, second phase is about to start. Speaking of the devil, this is why I was hoping for a second smite, as you might now understand. This is gonna hurt, because I won't be able to get out in time. Yep. Okay. I'm expecting more dogs soon. There they are. Oh, come on. Let's get out of harm's way. Very good. Getting a little low there on our paladin. Halfway. For a build that's supposed to be this tanky is a little concerning. Let's get out. Let's get out. Oh, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Ooh, okay. Okay, okay. Oh, no. This is bad. This is bad. Oh, this is real bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Whew. Don't worry, guys. My teeth has skin. Very thick skin. Oh, Christ. Get out. Get out. That was delightful. Whew. And then they say melee builds are bad. That was me not even at full power. Only 2 level 3 units, but a lot of haste, which was very lucky. If I didn't have that much haste, my damage would have been absolutely abysmal. But such is the nature of roguelites. RNG everywhere. Now, during these runs, you can complete challenges. You might have noticed them. And they will unlock items, like the Dirty Spoon. We saw that in this run. Did I hear a Crown for the King is also an unlock. And so on and so forth. There's quite a bit of unlocks, including being able to use characters native to a particular zone in other zones, which might be fun. And some achievements for boss killing and whatnot. It's a pretty straightforward roguelite, very easy to understand, but quite enjoyable for a few hours at the very least, and it's very cheap on Steam, so yeah. I had fun. Hope you had too. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Whatever that might be. Or perhaps on stream. Who knows? Check the description below. And I will see you guys on the other side. Thank you so much. I'm out.